This daffodil cupcake is a lovely quick one for the children to do and be used for spring or Easter designs. Really nice fast one to do, and you can always do a chocolate cupcake in there with the chocolate mud on top, and I'll show you how to make the little flowers. A little bit of advanced preparation when you do this design. You need to have some flour or modelling paste in yellow, green, leaf green, and also in orange. You need a large blossom cutter, so I've got one here that's about 4 centimetres, about 1.5 inches across. You need a long leaf cutter. It doesn't matter if it's a different shape to this, but about that length or a little bit longer and quite narrow for your daffodil leaves. You need some little sticks. These can be used for making lollipops or cake pops. So I got a packet of these, and if you want to cut them shorter, just snip them off with a strong pair of scissors. You need some green food colour, and I've mixed this with painting solution, and I'm going to paint these little sticks green for the stalks of the flowers. And the last thing you're going to need is your PME number 9, your bulbulous modelling tool. I've got 2 cupcakes here that have been baked in green cases, and obviously they can be any flavour you want. They're very slightly domed. You don't need to cut the dome off, leave them as they are. Now a little bit of advanced preparation for these. If you can manage to make your flour and your leaves the day before, let them set hard, and then you can push them into it. So I'm going to roll out my yellow flour and modelling paste quite thickly. You want it about, I would say, 3/4 centimetre thick, so you've got it quite thick, and we're going to cut one of your little flower shapes out, and then just use the rounded end of the tool just to push this out. So cut as many of these as you need. You could obviously do these in different colours as well. They don't have to be yellow and orange like daffodils. So cut 3 of those out. Now what you want to do with those, as soon as you cut them out, you want to, with your index finger and your thumb, you want to pinch each of those petals so they go into a shape like that. Now your sticks, these are actually covered in like or made from like a paper, texture of paper, so they're very absorbent. You want to colour these green. If possible, leave them to dry. I've mixed this green colour with painting solution, and therefore it will dry very quickly. And then you take one of your little flowers and you push that right up into it, and then pinch those pinches back in just in case they've lost the shape slightly, and there you've got your little flower shape. Now you do need to put the orange bit for the daffodil in the centre of there, so before that starts to set, I'm just going to press and just make a little indentation there where it will sit, and that's what you want to do with as many of these as you have. So push it up while it's still soft, pinch those points again, and there you have your daffodils. Just carry on until you've got them all done. The leaves need to be made in advance. Cut your leaf shape out of some green flour or modelling paste, and you want 2 for each daffodil. Now while they're still soft, what I do is I just slightly squash them and thin them, makes them a little tiny bit longer as well, just so they look a bit more natural. And then before they start to set, just using a cocktail stick, just scratch some little lines on them. So these need to be made 24 hours in advance, so they set really hard and you can push them into the top of your cupcake. Roll out your orange flour paste quite thinly on some cornflour icing sugar till it's about that thickness, so it really isn't very thick at all. And then you want to take your modelling tool, your PME number 9, and you want to roll along the edge all the way around to thin it, and it will slightly frill it as well. It doesn't matter what shape this piece of orange icing is, you'll see why in a minute, because what we're going to do is we're going to cut off thin strips of this orange, and we're going to roll it. To make the centre for your daffodil like that. You want to take some sugar glue, brush it onto the centre there, and then you want to pop that on there, but to make it stay, I'm just going to push my tool right into the centre of it, and that makes a little hole in the middle as well, like that. So let's do another one. So cut a little strip, roll it till you have that shape. Your sugar glue gets brushed on there, that pops in, and you use your tool just to push into the centre, and there you've got your daffodil flowers. So when these are completely dry, you must now leave them for 24 hours. You leave your leaves to dry as well, and then you want to get some chocolate buttercream or royal icing. Now I've used royal icing because it sets firmer much quickly, and it's less likely that it will make your little leaves go soft, because if you put buttercream on here and then put your leaves in, if you leave them for a long time, the buttercream, moisture from the buttercream will soak into the leaf, and the leaf will flop or will bend over and go soft. So you've got chocolate royal icing there. Let's do the other one. Make it all spiky on top. You want it to look messy. And then you stick your daffodils into there. You can get 2 leaves and you can push them right into the cupcake either side, and you've got your little flowers. And they'll make a super little display. Together in a little row like that.